Several organizations are coming together to help our senior community with access to information and resources for keeping their golden years safe and healthy.
To tell us more about the Safe Seniors event, Tucson Police Officer Dan Lucas and Sergeant Rick Radinsky are taking time out of their busy day to join us today. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
So let's start right into it. What is Safe Seniors?
Well, Safe Seniors is an idea that two of us had over lunch, which it basically was we both deal with issues that relate to the senior population, and we have all these organizations that we partner with. So we said, why don't we bring them all together in one place where the members of our senior community can come together and see what's available for them.
Well, look, I think the greatest ideas come over a sandwich at, out at lunch. So when you came up with this idea, I'm assuming you came up with it because there are some issues that our seniors in our community are facing. So what made you want to do something? What are the challenges they're handling?
Unfortunately, they get targeted quite a bit for whether it comes to scams or other stuff. So having the information to be able to deal with the different challenges that being a senior can present, and having it presented all in one place where you don't have to go from organization to organization, everybody's just right there. So it helps with people who may be less mobile, and so you're right there for everything.
Yeah, and what are some of the specific things that a senior could go and learn there, for example?
Well, it's not just crime prevention. So obviously there's going to be the fraud aspect, and we're going to talk about different things that could challenge people. But we have so many partners like Tucson Medical Center, Southern Arizona Alzheimer's Association. So the focus is crime prevention and safety, but also health, keeping them healthy. And so they can come there, they can find legal services if they need them, talk about end-of-life issues with like the Public Fiduciary Office. And so there's all kinds of things that it's going to be a one-stop shop.
That's really what we're going at here is when you come, it's instead of having to like Google everything or go to this place or that place, it's all at one location. So in order for us to have this luxury of having everybody at one spot, does it cost anything to attend?
No, it does not. The space has actually been donated by La Quinta Inn, and so there's no cost to the community. All these community partners are coming together, and it's one place where you can go to hear about all the kinds of issues that will affect you as a senior or one of your loved ones.
Well, and as you know, a lot of seniors, I think, prefer to have that face-to-face contact. For them to go onto the Google and try to look things up, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them. And to see someone in person, they'll learn a lot more. And you'll have some presentations there. So who are going to be some of the presenters and what they're going to talk about?
I'm going to actually present one. We'll talk about red flags for financial scams and how victimization for physical abuse and some of the flags that you could look out for your friends and neighbors too. Some of the things to notice when you don't report. Presentations from the Public Fiduciary's Office, exactly what they do and how they can help. And so it's just informative, short lectures that people can learn from, and they'll be repeated both in the morning and the afternoon session. So if you missed the 10 to 12 and you want to catch the one from noon to 2, then you're good.
I think this is going to be a great thing for the senior community to come out, caregivers, somebody that has anybody in the family that basically just wants to get this information, including some of this information because you're talking about fraud. And I always say trying to stay one step ahead of those bad guys, you know what I mean, kind of knowing those things. So this is really information that everybody in the family should be wanting to learn.
And I really think that a lot of people in our community are going to be surprised at what all is available out there. I learned a lot just helping organize this event, and so it's going to be a pleasant surprise to a lot of people who show up.
That's wonderful. And a lot of the organizations that you're working with, too, can you tell us some of the sponsors that are going to be there? Yeah,
we have Pima Council on Aging, which has their hands in everything. We've got Arizona Legal Aid. We've got actually Savaya Coffee is going to be presenting or bringing some stuff. We've got the U.S. Postal Service. We've got the Arizona Attorney General's office. We've got a whole bunch. We even have a group that does Tai Chi for Alzheimer's and fall prevention.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm going to have to do that with them. So,
you're not a senior.
I think that's
I get to
great.
pretend to that day.
Yes, but that's what we were saying. This is a great opportunity for everyone in the family to come out with somebody in their family and learn something. So I'm happy you two had lunch one day and came up with this amazing idea to have everyone. And thank you for taking all the legwork to get everyone together and make this available to everyone, as like you said, a one-stop shop. So gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, again, you could join the Tucson Police Department and other community sponsors for Safe Seniors at La Quinta Inn on November 14th. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, go ahead and give them a call. They're at 791-4253.